Hello, and hey, welcome back. It's day 3. Today we're going to focus on twisting. In day 1, we were focusing on forward folding and neutrals. Day 2 was externals, and day 3 is twisting. We'll go deeper into detail about more subtle aspects of each of these groups of postures throughout the second week, but today we're going to look at twisting. So, as usual, the best way to learn stuff is lying down on the back. So we're going to start off lying down on the back for our twisting. Lie down on your back. So lie down on your back and take the soles of your feet together and your knees wide apart. If your groins are real tight, you could support your knees, but if you don't have the props, you don't got to worry. It's a big trigger for some people on here. I don't have the props. I don't only like the yoga with the no props. Okay, all right. I get it. Calm down. Okay, so lying down in Superbadakanasana, just like we got some Superbadakanasana lying down, bound angle. Remember Hasta Padasana, extended hands and feet pose. When you step wide and you stretch out, in this position as you open up, tendency will be for everything to spill out. So let your pelvis tip so that your pelvic roots, your pubic bone and your tailbone and your sit bones, they're all reaching straight down. And then your rib roots, the bottom of your rib cage, they aim down too. Now take your arms up and slowly stretch your arms back while maintaining rib cage to pelvis. Similar to what we did day 1. Bring your arms back up and change the interlock. Slowly reach back. Keep your neck free, don't tense in your neck. Remember the nerves, energy channels from the neck through the shoulders, through the fingers. And similarly with your pelvic roots, you don't want to strain those to maintain the position. One more time, reach back. And back up. Good, now bring your knees together. And now maintaining this feeling of pelvis ribcage connection, or your core, take your arms out into a goalpost position. And we're gonna do the chalk outline man, which is like, this is like the chalk outline. Okay, so we're gonna do chalk outline man exercise, and this is good for rotation in our shoulders and our hips while maintaining core. So it's gonna teach us it's gonna teach us rotation basically. So slowly let your left leg internally rotate. You can let your left hip rise a bit, and then internally rotate your left arm as your right arm externally rotates. Look to your left. Still keep your hips reaching out of your lower back and your rib cage in. Come back to center. Change sides. So the right leg internally rotates, right arm. Look to your right. Exhale the rib cage. Inhale to center. Exhale. So this will be preparing you for the robot. You need to get very good. Tomorrow we work on the cabbage patch. Come back to center. Change sides. So for these beginning exercises, I'm allowing the mouth exhalation to help you focus on exhalation. Well, I'm not allowing, you can do whatever you want anytime, but I'm suggesting rather. Then take your arms up, arms out to the side. Bring your legs up into table one at a time. Use your exhalation through your mouth to find your core again, and then we're gonna tap the right heel down without losing the core. Back up. See if you can tap the left heel. Inhale up. Tap the right. up, tap the left. Back up. Now, with your knees squeezed together, slowly bring your knees towards your right elbow. Use your breath to connect the ribs to the pelvis. Without being rigid, open the left shoulder. Then exhale. Use your obliques to turn to center. So I want you to visualize like you're wringing out a towel in your middle. You're twisting to come back to center. So slowly take the knees over to the left. And then rib cage to pelvis. Obliques to come to center. Inhale to your right. To center. Inhale to the left. Eventually, as you get good at it, you can do it with the nose exhalation, which we want to be able to do all of our yoga poses in. But you can feel that the mouth exhalation is beneficial in training it. Good, now hug your knees to your pits. Let's try one more core exercise while we're here. Why not? We're going to try rolling up and down. So reach your arms overhead, knees bent, feet down onto the floor, knees bent slightly. Engage your hamstrings, engage your core, and then see if you can roll yourself up. If you're like, no way, I can't do that yet, then you could slide your feet underneath something and that'll help. Sit up tall and raise your arms. Press down through your sit bones as you reach up, ribs down. And then arms forward, roll yourself back. Find your sacrum. You can use your fingers to the backs of your legs. Find the top of your sacrum. Find your lower back, middle back, upper back, reach back. Back up. Stretch your arms up as you reach down from your ribs and your pelvis. And then like there's a ball right here on your thighs, you're going to round over the imaginary ball. And then roll back up. Arms up. Arms forward to roll down. Sacrum. Top of sacrum. Lower back. Middle back. Upper back. Stretch back. And then roll up. Arms up. Reach down through sit bones, down through rib cage. Arms forward. Roll over the imaginary ball. And then sit back up. Good. Now cross your legs and stretch back into your first down dog or go into child's pose. Now in down dog, for today, I'm going to have you turn your heels so that the inner and outer heels are hiding behind you, so that the knees point straight ahead. Then set your knees down onto the ground for a moment. And we're going to turn the hands so that this little crease between your thumb and index finger points straight ahead. So you're starting to rotate the hands out a little. Then when you do that, can you see that your biceps turn more forward? Now as you do that, I keep saying when you do that or as you do that, keep the rib cage in, because the more that you turn, the more the chest and rib cage want to sink. So find neutral again. And then see if you can slowly stretch back, maintaining neutral rib cage and rotation in the arm. Inner heels hiding, toes stretch forward. Then set the knees back down. Now see if you can keep that rotation in your upper arm as you turn your fingers to point straight ahead. Oh, that's hard. I gotta keep those arms turned on that way. And then stretch back. Just a little down dog. Walk your feet forward. Roll yourself up. Stand tall in mountain pose. Okay, now we're going to try the dynamic twisting. So step your left foot back, and drop your knee down. Whenever we have this leg in front, the tendency will be for the hip to turn off and the leg to fall in. So we turn the outer hip back and in, the knee tracks when we do that. Outer hip strong. So let's raise the left arm up and hook and twist. As you go to twist, can you keep your hip turned on and your knee tracking? The rib cage to the pelvis, but then elongate through your spine. Touch your palms. Then from here, lift your back knee an inch, and can you step up to the top of your mat? Change sides. Drop your right knee, outer hip in, knee tracking, twist to your knee instead of your knee twisting to you. Join your palms. Now fasten that hip under you, feel your core turn on, press into your heel, and can you look forward and come right up to stand? Okay, so we're going to try to turn that into a dynamic movement. If it's too challenging, just hold in the static pose. But step your left foot back, drop the knee 1 inch, hook your left elbow. Core stays turned on, spine stays long, stand at the top of your mat. Step your left leg back, drop your knee, twist, stand. Step your left leg, drop your knee, twist, stand. Step your right, drop your knee, twist, stand. Last round. Drop your knee, twist, reach your right arm back. Look forward, stand. Step the right leg back, twist, reach your left arm back. Look forward, stand. Arms forward, sit into chair pose. Hands to prayer, shift weight into the right foot. Step your left foot back, drop your knee, arms forward. Rib cage connected. Twist to your right, pull the right elbow back, stretch the arm back. Did the knee go with it? Did the hip move? Come back to center. Twist again. Back to center. Step forward. Mountain pose. Step your right leg back. Lower your knee down, arms forward. Twist to your left. Back to center. And twist. Back to center. This time, step back into downward facing dog. Press down through your left big toe mound as you raise your right leg up. Shift to plank, pull your knee up. Step your foot up by your thumb. Lower your back knee down. Inhale, raise your left arm. Exhale, hook your left elbow to your right knee. Join your palms. Now keeping your hip and your knee lined up, see if you can lift your back knee up. This thigh bone is dropping, the right thigh, the front leg, as the back thigh lifts. But as you lift the back thigh, can you still keep your core connection, the tailbone to the heel, the rib cage in, and your spine long? So always in your twist, the length is primary. If you look down, you should see your head is in line with your big toe. And your tailbone is reaching back to that same line, as opposed to this. That's not good. Hands down, step back, take a vinyasa, or just go back into down dog. A vinyasa means lower down, inhale into cobra, and then to stretch back. Now raise your left leg up behind you. Exhale your knee to your chest. Step your foot up. Drop your back knee. Inhale, left hand to knee, right arm up. If that stepping from down dog is difficult, you're not alone. You can just go onto hands and knees and then bring your foot forward. Twist. Then look down, press into the foot evenly, make sure that you're not favoring the inner or outer foot, and keeping your hip on its track, lift your back knee up. Let the left thigh drop down as the back thigh lifts. Reach your tail straight back, your pelvic root straight back to your big toe line as you aim your crown. Notice how I'm looking down to find that line. You can turn as much as you like, as long as you keep that length. You keep your core connection, you keep your long spine, and breathe through your nose. Place your hands down, step back into down dog, or take a vinyasa. More advanced students can do chaturanga to up dog, especially if you're working on upper body strength, that'll help. Now, one hand at a time, can you walk your hands back to your feet without your hips wiggling side to side? That's tricky. Fold forward. Roll yourself up. And stand in the middle of your mat, Utthita Hasta Padasana. Parivrtta Trikonasana, twisted triangle. Turn your back foot, turn your right leg all the way out. Turn that back foot in a little more than halfway. Now with your right hand on your hip, raise your left arm, inhale. And as you exhale, reach, twist, put your hand onto your shin, ankle, block, or floor. Look down. Feel that your pelvic roots are reached straight back, and the crown of your head is pulled forward through the line of your big toe. And then let your ribs rotate through that line. The back ribs stretch down, the front ribs stretch up towards the hand. Press down through your feet, and on an inhalation, come up and around like a windmill for the other side. Hand to your hip, left hand to your hip, right arm up. So even though the leg is straight, all that hip stuff still applies. Twist and reach, keeping the hip hugged in. Plant your hand down. Connect right into the center heel bone, big toe, little toe mound. Lengthen through the midline, turn and take your arm up. Right in between your inner feet, lengthen through that line, the pelvic roots back, crown forward. Let your ribs turn. Press through your feet. Inhale, come up. Then parallel your feet and clasp your hands behind your back. Open up across your shoulders and your chest. And fold forward in between your legs. Press through your feet and come back up to stand. Turn your left leg out and step up to the top of your mat. Let's try a standing balancing pose. So 2 different levels in this one. Press down through your left foot as you bring your right knee to your chest. Hug your knee up, and you can hold here. If you have really flexible hamstrings, you could take your big toe in front of you instead. Then with the leg straight or the knee bent, you're going to bring the left hand to the knee or to the big toe and twist to your right. Just feel how naturally the body is going into alignment after we've trained it through all those exercises and through the more basic poses. Come back to center and raise your arms up. Let's try an extra challenge here. Bring hands to prayer. Bend your left knee. Tip into warrior three, maintaining your ribcage and pelvis connection. Push your back heel, and then come back up to stand. A little fancy. Okay, shift the weight into the right foot. We'll do more of that in week 2. Bring your left knee up. Hold here, stand tall. Hold there or take your big toe if you did on the other side. Then change hands and twist. Come back to center. Hands to prayer. Bend your right knee. See if you can tip to warrior three. Push the heel back, keeping the ribs in, the buttock down, and then come back up. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Now let's practice a squat with the feet together. So with your big toes and inner heels touching, slowly start to drop your buttock down. See how low you can go. For some, you might need a couple of blocks. For some, you might need a chair. For some, you might need scaffolding, perhaps. But just go to the position where you feel like you get a stretch, and then place your arms onto the insides of your knees. Hold here for 5 breaths, working on opening up the lower back, the upper back. And if you'd like to add on, you can slide the hands behind the heels and get a little internal rotation stretch. More advanced practitioners can lean into Bakasana from here, crow pose. We'll go over that later, don't worry yourself. And then sit for Navasana, for boat pose. Lower your butt to the ground. So I want you to first find your sit bones and then your tailbone. Balance right in between your sit bones and your tailbone. And then while you hold the backs of the legs, keep this V shape between your thighs and your torso as you lift your feet up. Reach down on your exhalation. Feel the ground with your sit bones and your tailbone. See if you can take your arms forward without sacrificing the pose at all. Then set your heels down, and like we practiced earlier, roll down onto your sacrum. See if you can balance on your sacrum there and take one leg forward. Change legs. Come back up into boat pose. Cross your legs, lean into your hands. And then with all of your core strength, maybe you can push into your hands and lift your butt up, press down through your feet. Come back into boat pose. Heels down, roll to your sacrum. One leg forward. Change legs. Come back up. Now this time, put your hands a foot behind you and roll your chest and shoulders open. Roll into extension, sit down through your sit bones. And then come back to neutral, lie down onto your back. For your final spinal twist, we'll open the arms out to the side. You know what, before that, we should throw in a bridge. Forgot about that. Press into your heels. Lift your hips up. The bridging is so good for you. So as you hold in the bridge, feel hamstrings turned on. Contract these babies. Contract your glutes. Firm your buttocks to the backs of your knees, rib cage in and down. Then start to open your shoulders. Turn your biceps so they start to point up and your elbows start to point down. So the stronger these muscles get, the more these stiff muscles will open up. That's the way your body works, is that there's an opposing muscle group. So it's never just I'm not flexible, and it's never just I'm not strong. It's a combination of each. I'm not flexible here because I'm not strong here. And I'm not strong here because I'm not flexible here. So, they got to work together. And that's what we're doing in the yoga. That's why the yoga is so good for you. Lower your buns back down. Okay, now let's do some final twist. Open your arms out to the side. Cross your right knee over your left knee, then shift your hips to the right a little, and slowly let your legs fall over to the left. Now this is a much deeper twist. If it feels too gnarly, do the ankle to knee one like we practiced on day 2. I can't even remember what I did earlier in the day, much less on day 2. Come back to center. Change the cross of the legs. Let the hips go over to the left a little and the legs to the right. Come back to center. Then with your right knee crossed over your left knee, see if you can grab a hold of your ankles or the outsides of your feet. If it doesn't feel like much stretch, you can start to lift the feet out to the side to deepen the stretch. Otherwise, you can just keep them close towards the hips. Change the cross of your legs. And then stretch yourself out for Shavasana. Now, a common situation when people start yoga with lower back issues is that the Shavasana can bother the lower back. If you're in that camp, you're just going to take your legs up onto a chair. Or you can just slide something underneath your legs. So always give that option. You'll get just as much benefit from the Shavasana. And in fact, if your hip flexors are really tight, this Shavasana variation is actually more beneficial than going with the straight leg, because the straight leg just pulls at the pelvis. This can at least let the pelvis drop into neutral so that these muscles can calm. It's kind of like supporting the legs in Superbadakanasana. The groins can actually open better, especially if they're super tight. If you're stiff people have to find little workarounds. If you're super flexible, then I'll just focus on the strength stuff for you. But you don't got to worry about any of that right now, or if Ollie's still alive or not, or what you got to do after this, what you did before. How you embarrassed yourself at that party a couple months ago. None of that matters now. Now you're just going to focus on being fully present and observing the sensations and the breath. Because that's what's happening right now. And when thoughts come in that pull for your attention, I could think about that later. Right now, I'm just focusing on breath and sensations. And picking up good vibrations. Feel the vibratory quality in your body. And just notice how this vibration, how calming and energizing it is. If we could just tap into this all the time, that would be the jam. There's all that DMT. No. Roll over to your side and gently press yourself up to seated. Thank you. Namaste. See you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. And you subscribe to the channel, right? Okay. Just making sure. Have a good one.